Nothing is black or white. I never lose. I either win or learn. Appearances matter, and remember to smile. A winner is a dreamer who never gives up. May your choices reflect your hopes, not your fears. Money won't create success, the freedom to make it will. It is in your hands to make a better world for all who live in it. Lead from the back and let others believe they are in front. Overcoming poverty is not a task of charity, it is an act of justice. No country can really develop unless its citizens are educated. It is not where you start, but how high you aim that matters for success. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. When a man is denied the right to live the life he believes in, he has no choice but to become an outlaw. What counts in life is not the mere fact that we have lived. It is what difference we have made to the lives of others. As we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. One cannot be prepared for something while secretly believing it will not happen. It is what we make out of what we have, not what we are given, that separates one person from another. I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear. Do not judge me by my successes, judge me by how many times I fell down and got back up again. There is nothing like returning to a place that remains unchanged to find the ways in which you yourself have altered. One of the things I learned when I was negotiating was that until I changed myself, I could not change others. Everyone can rise above their circumstances and achieve success if they are dedicated to and passionate about what they do. For to be free is not merely to cast off one's chains, but to live in a way that respects and enhances the freedom of others. You will achieve more in this world through acts of mercy than you will through acts of retribution. I have never cared very much for personal prizes. A person does not become a freedom fighter in the hope of winning awards. A good head and a good heart are always a formidable combination. There is no passion to be found playing small in settling for a life that is less than the one you are capable of living. The path of those who preach love and not hatred is not easy. They often have to wear a crown of thorns. A leader is like a shepherd. He stays behind the flock, letting the most nimble go out ahead, whereupon the others follow, not realizing that all along they are being directed from behind. As I have said, the first thing is to be honest with yourself. You can never have an impact on society if you have not changed yourself. Great peacemakers are all people of integrity, of honesty, but humility. What counts in life is not the mere fact that we have lived. It is what difference we have made to the lives of others that will determine the significance of the life we lead. If there is one appeal I could make, It is that young people must take it upon themselves to ensure that they receive the highest education possible, so that they can represent us well in future as future leaders. If you can find it in yourself to forgive, then you are no longer chained to the perpetrator. You can move on, and you can even help the perpetrator to become a better person too. Without language, one cannot talk to people and understand them. One cannot share their hopes and aspirations, grasp their history, appreciate their poetry, or savor their songs. It is said that no one truly knows a nation until one has been inside its jails. A nation should not be judged by how it treats its highest citizens, but its lowest ones. I am fundamentally an optimist. Whether that comes from nature or nurture, I cannot say. Part of being optimistic is keeping one's head pointed toward the sun, one's feet moving forward. There were many dark moments when my faith in humanity was sorely tested, but I would not and could not give myself up to despair. That way lays defeat and death. A critical, independent, and investigative press is the lifeblood of any democracy. The press must be free from state interference. It must have the economic strength to stand up to the blandishments of government officials. It must have sufficient independence from vested interests to be bold and inquiring without fear or favor. It must enjoy the protection of the Constitution so that it can protect our rights as citizens. I have walked that long road to freedom. I have tried not to falter. I have made missteps along the way. But I have discovered the secret that after climbing a great hill, one only finds that there are many more hills to climb. I have taken a moment here to rest, to steal a view of the glorious vista that surrounds me, to look back on the distance I have come. But I can only rest for a moment, for with freedom come responsibilities, and I dare not linger, for my long walk is not ended. There is a universal respect and even admiration for those who are humble and simple by nature, and who have absolute confidence in all human beings irrespective of their social status. It is not our diversity which divides us. It is not our ethnicity or religion or culture that divides us. Since we have achieved our freedom, there can only be one division amongst us, between those who cherish democracy and those who do not.